Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. So right now I am still working through my May 2021 Ipsy products that I got. So today I'm trying out the Basic Beauty Smooth and Blur Primer. So it says translucent, and this is a product that I got in my Ipsy glam bag, so my $12 glam bag, which of course I'll have my unbagging video of that linked in the description down below if you want to see all of the products I got. And overall, I'm very happy with that bag this month. But so I'm not too familiar with the brand Basic Beauty, so I love getting to try out new makeup brands, and this is actually a Black-owned indie brand, so even better. And it's cruelty-free. I do want to say though, I realized that this is actually the full-size product. When I did my unbagging video, my product information said that this was full size, and I was like, there's no way this is the full-size product that retails for $16. I thought that must have been a typo, but it's not. If you go onto the Basic Beauty website and you pay $16 to buy this primer, this is the size that you're going to get. So that's a little crazy to me. It's just very expensive, but it sounds like a really nice primer, which is exactly the type of primer that I tend to look for and love. It says it's a blurring clear primer gel that smooths skin and pores, leaving you with the perfect base for a flawless beauty application. So I love a blurring primer. It's also supposed to minimize pores and lock in your makeup for hours. So I have large pores along my cheeks and my nose especially, so that's where I always love to put a pore minimizing, smoothing type of primer. And I tend to really like the gel formulas. So today I'm going to try this out under foundation as well. So I'm going to start out by just taking a little bit. Yeah, it really is just a clear gel. And I'm going to apply it all over just half of my face. I love a gel texture. Just love how it feels on the skin. It is blending out like super far. Like a little bit can cover a big area when you blend it out. And I can feel it getting really tacky, drying down. I love a tacky primer to really grip the foundation. Just taking a tiny bit more to get that forehead. So visibly, it's looking invisible. Visibly, it's looking invisible. But just the difference in how my pores look, there's no visible difference. I do still have a little bit of tackiness. It's dried down even more, so when it was in the process of drying down, it got pretty tacky, but now that it's fully dried down, it's not as tacky. But I would say it leaves a little bit of sheen to the skin still. I am just going to take a tiny bit more and focus that right over where I have the large pores. See if I can notice any blurring or smoothing. It claims to be a blurring primer, but I really just don't see any blurring. It just completely looks invisible. So I don't really see any benefit to wearing this alone because I don't see any change in how my skin looks versus how it looked before. After, you can't tell that I have it on one side of my face compared to the other. But maybe when I apply my foundation, there will be smoother texture over those pores. Also, I kind of thought since it was so tiny for $16 that a little would go a long way, but I still ended up using probably about a pea-size amount to do my entire half of my face, which is about the same amount I would use for any other primer that's a lot larger than this. But so now I'm going to go in with my LA Colors Truly Matte Foundation. And first, I'll apply it to the side of my face without the primer so that I don't mix in any primer when applying it to the side without the primer. So we'll just do this side first. I love this foundation. I got it recently from Dollar General, but it reminds me so much of that e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation, which I would always use when I review primers, but I actually just used up that foundation. So now this is the foundation I've been using to review primers because I love this foundation on a good primer when my skin is prepped really nicely underneath, because this foundation just really shows how your skin looks, which makes it great for reviewing primers. I do think that the foundation is sticking nicely onto the primer. I don't feel it slipping and sliding around. Okay, I'm feeling confused right now because the side with the primer actually looks like way worse pore texture. So I definitely have pore texture visible on the side without the primer, but on the side with the primer, it looks like there are deeper holes of my pores. Like, it looks like my pores are deeper and way more textured. Why would that be happening? How is that happening? So it's almost like the primer not only didn't do anything, it actually kind of did the opposite of what I was hoping for, where instead of smoothing out my skin, it created more texture. What is going on there? This will probably not help, but I kind of just want to put on a little bit more foundation. I'm really not liking how my pores look. Like, why do my pores look so deep and textured? No, not that like adding more foundation was really going to make a difference. That is crazy to me. Okay, well, so you know, I try out a lot of primers on my channel. Today actually is day 1199 of trying a new makeup product every day. So primers are one of my favorite makeup products to try out. And I try out a lot of them. And I feel like I have a lot of different skin concerns that I can use primer to really help and address. And I love trying out smoothing, pore filling primers to help me with that problem area. And this truly made no benefit. If anything, it's worse. So why would I ever use this primer? Like, I don't see, aside from more deeper pore texture, I don't see any real difference in how the foundation looks. It's not like it's more hydrated on this side, definitely not smoother. So this being such an expensive primer, I was hoping to see some really good benefits, but I truly don't see anything. I guess as the day goes on, this does claim to make your makeup last longer. I'll of course continue wearing my makeup, and I'll update you on my wear test results in the description down below if I see any difference in how my makeup looks as the day goes on, the side with the primer versus without it. But I just know there's no way that I would recommend or even use this primer again because of how it makes my pores look so textured. Like, even initially, it doesn't look good enough for me to even use it, regardless of how my makeup lasts as the day goes on. I'm very bummed and very surprised by this. I wanted to really like this, but oh well, at least now I know, and at least I got it in Ipsy for a good deal. So I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on the Basic Beauty Smooth and Blur Primer in the comments down below if you've tried it out. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.